Alright, let's do this. Let's have some, I don't know. We'll have fun. We're listening to Reflection, a Tool cover by, who is this? Garden Ninja. So let's enjoy that. Why not? Let's have some fun. First stop, fold the paper in half. Get that diagonal going. Hey, raza, ¿qué dice Dani? Y Adin Monterrey, how's it going, peeps? Alright, so fold the paper in half. Fold that over there. As you'll see, it won't be perfect. But what you want is that relationship. But actually, we're gonna do this thing. We're gonna do the pentagon. Actually, this new and profound and deep way of getting the pentagon that I hadn't noticed before. Hello. How's it going, Elisa? Reacting to you people. This point is what we want, so we just gotta get that in there. There are many ways to do this, but essentially what we want is a perpendicular to that point. So we'll see the intersection there. As soon as the intersection happens, we also need to check that this lines up to itself. See, missed it by a bit, so I have to cut back. Cut back, fold back, pinch back, lay down. Let's see where we're at. Looks better, right? The intersection hits it better. I prefer it, I like it, we're going with it. Get the other half going. And now what we did here, we're gonna copy on the side. So we fold that one in, we fold the other one back. See that? Using the shadow of the reference. Now here's where it gets really interesting and fun, and I really like this part. So the idea is we want the fold to have this point right here as the axis of whatever it is we're lifting it up. So when we lift, it lifts from there. So I just like mark it a little bit, just a little bit, because we're gonna pivot that now. Open that up. And now the pivot that happens needs to be so that this line touches the edge of the square. Wherever that ends has to touch with the edge. See, the important thing also to take into account is that corner over there. Very important. Let's see how we do. I like it. I think it works. Let's see how we did over there. Works. Beautiful. Now we're gonna copy this. So we're gonna change this center fold. See, this center fold is in a mountain on this orientation, right? It folds this way. But I want it to be in a valley so that I can use it both ways. So on that point, I'm gonna cross over and it's gonna fall right on the other one we did. See that? Now we do this thing where I don't know how to call this, but it's also like a door, you know, like a hinge. So we get that hinge going, and now we can have this whole thing falling on that. Get inside, and then yeah, just take it down. Using this as a reference because we're going for a copy. We're going for a reference for what's the proper word? There are no words. Okay, so this shows that I was off by a little bit, but nothing that a little pinching can fix. See, these two should be the same. We just pinch around, get it working for us. Once that's done, where's my cutting board? Alright, we'll skip the cutting board, we'll do this by hand. The important thing to check right now is that this line, the center line, overlaps. That is the most important aspect of this right now, because that will guarantee that our lines that we're building are perpendicular to the center, because these lines that we are using as a reference hit the center of the paper, which is there. Well, not, it's actually interesting because it's not the center of the paper, but this will be the biggest pentagon that you can get from a square. And that's how you make a pentagon. Should we keep going? Should I stop? Well, I guess I gotta cut it, at least. I once saw this thing, man. I once saw this guy like fold a unicorn. Not actually like see him fold, it was like a TED talk, right? And the guy was just like, hey, I'm gonna show you where this unicorn comes from. So he unfolds this beautiful origami unicorn, and it's like, it's a pentagon of paper, right? And the crowd goes wild and they're cheering and applauding, and he goes, but that's not all. And then he unfolds the pentagon. It's actually a square. Now it's like, who gives a shit, man? If it's a square or a pentagon, the point is that it's unbroken and you just folded it. Who gives? You know what I mean? What's the difference if it's a square or a pentagon? Because besides, it's like exactly this, and all this paper is just like in the way. Why not cut it off? Why not? Oh, I like cutting so much, dude. Oh yeah. Because you're actually like navigating this very specific point, this energy. You gotta rip it first. Once you rip it, it's just about navigating. It's just like, you know. taking it deeper, deeper, deeper. Oh, see. When that happens, usually the best route is just to leave it there. And when we have the other side, we'll cut it. Yeah, that wasn't so hard now, was it? I feel very tempted to end it here. It's perfect with the end of the song, you know, leave it there. We made a pentagon, so that's nice. I'm gonna upload this to YouTube for a change. I'm gonna try at least, but hey, you know, what you gonna do? And yeah, so you guys, you know, have a good time, have a good night, and I'll see you around and, you know, check it out on YouTube and whatnot.